combat with the inside mix up. But no other difference no dey. We all they operate in the interest of peace. One peace come on in this country. So we know they get no hidden, we not get no hidden agenda with regards to this peace here. We believe say with this kind of atmosphere we don't come between we and our brothers then, everlasting peace don't come in this country. Because now we start the war, and once we don't talk say we don't know with the war, peace don't come, peace don't come. The past regimes that will be don't come, they not be don't do this, they not be don't go far into into this peace process like this one by inviting us for us to take part into the political and security affairs of the country. So the brother will invite we for someone to come, no can make peace, we accept them and we tell them thank you, let God continue for guide them until we own leader when I put a Saban and Sanko can come back for join we. Until that time they will go come back for join we will assure the whole Sierra Leone for say let them not ever think for say we will go back in our bush. Let them not ever think for say we are ever dissatisfied. We very much content. The past regimes then failed for bringing we together. And this particular AFRC, we don't bring we together. We're proud of them. And we are sure with people that for say everlasting peace will ever remain in Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Fong for telling you plenty thank you for this kind of excellent explanation we give, because that will bring a lot of confusion. You know, now the city on the other side say that kind of cordiality no day, because while the area of they go so, the AFRC they go so. But like today, you don't can tell you exactly within they take place between UNA with the area with the AFRC. So I want to tell you plenty thank you for that. Now I want to know exactly within your opinion, Captain Lawrence, because it's very important now for make we understand. Within your opinion, as regards to the current coup plot, the coup where it is in this country, vis-a-vis the Nigerian intervention?
Well, yeah, I think the coup is quite in place in this country, because in the first place, Tijan Kaba contributes to the collapse of the peace talks in Abidjan. Because while we've been there for the peace, a left there, they come back here and start to destroy all the areas then. You see? So that alone shows for say not be ready for peace at all. And the second thing is the state military, when are the country army, it frustrates them. You see? It frustrates them, it frustrates we all. It forget for no say, now the army, now the security for the country. Foreign troops not going to secure this country. You see? Any head of state or president, when he come, you forget about your army. You don't forget about that you see on place day. You see? So me I be not say who get for come. You see? I be really not say who will come for pull this Tijan Kabadi. You see, because it not been come for any betterment of Sierra Leoneans. You see? It can't for let damage with all. And it be quite impossible for let just eradicate REF out of here. You see, without peaceful negotiation. We in a peaceful, after we MPRC they don't take over. I mean a peaceful negotiation will be the expect. You see? So they're all ready for do that handy. You know, so me I've been actually no say one day the right person will can be. You see, this is not internal and political affairs. No need no day. Once we don't resolve and so to we the two military wings, the AFRC and REF don't put together for defend the land. Once we say peace, I don't say any military, outside military intervention was necessary. You see? Because then they want now for part any two conflicting groups. But now we don't come together. So as you say, no need no day for let them fashion say yes, fast then bring Tijan Kababa. Tijan Kaba and peace. Who's always alone people they want? Me and peace and peace alone people they want. So as far as we know, this school is very much in place. And we are sure people then for say yes. Peace don't come in this country. No need for the Nigerians then there. Nigerians then they want if then there for maintain the peace, no problem. But we don't want any confrontation with the against it. Peace don't come. I thank you.
Well, Mr. Fafoteli, thank you for this kind of opinion we give. I believe say the peaceful is have to talk about now lasting peace, because now that people in the longing for. And me not go talk much about that peace business again because we all don't see the physical evidence of peace when it takes place in this country. Before, when the past regime been there, people are not be the go apply. But when Nigeria and come for car attacks, now the very place who said them they want for commot, and then they go back again. So which means the RAF are not again. So now physical evidence are there for toxic. Peace don't come at this country. And that's what they're longing for. Well, if I reach there, because time done, they almost done, I would like for swap up and make we finish about this program. I would like to ask the chairman of the National League for Human Rights and Democracy, because a very important person also, as far as this issue is concerned. So, with your opinion, suppose the Nigerians are attacked as a human rights campaigner. Suppose the human rights are attacked, whose morality will they get for attacking this country? And what will be the end result?
Well, as I belong to earlier, first of all, Nigeria no legal justification or moral justification for can intervene as alone if a coup take place now. Okay. That I belong station. They don't get that right there through ECOMOC, they don't get that right there from the United Nations. Okay. So the Nigerian intervention now be more or less unilateral decision, because the troops that were engaged in combat now, as they tell me, they say now mostly all of them are Nigeria. And the ECOMOC it comprises of 15 states, so 16 states. So, I mean, if only Nigerians were, now they receive casualties, so it means that the Nigerian attack. And also the time when they attack, we know every say ECOMOC don't sit for decide for go attack Sierra Leone. Now Nigeria don't go with the Abacha and Indi no more they send decision, command for let them attack or invade Sierra Leone. While Nigeria itself, they don't get no democracy in their country. Nigeria is independent since 1960. Okay, the number of years where they get democracy, they don't even reach 10. Most of the years they are dictatorship they get. How Nigeria they can't lecture you for democracy, you know. If we get to problem when an internal problem, now we self for solve that. Although the one that way actually exacerbate this problem. Now some people the way they are the international community, like America and Britain, when they know they give the true facts of what happened there, because me don't read some report who say like recently James Jonas say the AFRC they conduct a campaign of genocide in Sierra Leone. You know, well he say cops they littered in the streets of Freetown. Well me they Freetown, I know see that kind of explanation there. And so actually me feel to say if something happened in Sierra Leone, people they instead of people they engage in the campaign of dissemination of the facts, now for let them state the facts as they happen, and then try to resolve the matter through peaceful negotiation, not by saying that, oh, then let we send an army in a salon, when a professional army, they know what you for do. No, then they just go kill soldiers there. They don't need civilians there. When Nigeria they send them bombs them from the ship, they don't cause lots of damages. As we don't understand from one of the speakers now, they say, in fact, now they down the treasury building. And probably also, I mean, they also don't cause lots of other damages, you know. I'm sure the Sierra Leone government will hold them responsible for the damages the way they cost.
Okay, so I want to tell you plenty, thank you for that. Because we all know, say, the Nigerians, absolutely, they don't get the legal authority for kind of this country can invade. Because in the first place, the United Nations Security Council no meet and get a mandate for can do that. Even the invitation we sent to Kofi Annan, Secretary General of the United Nations, not only a person they invite, they don't invite nobody under the entity of United Nations. So I want to make everybody get that clear. Until now, when the United Nations Security Council they meet, we're not going to know exactly what will happen. So I want to tell you plenty, thank you for that. Madam Agnes Manning, Crew Mami, really, what's your opinion is in Nigeria and attack? What's your opinion?
We go retaliate.
We're going to retaliate?
Yeah.
In what way?
Because not to the business.
Okay.
This issue is an internal issue, not to external.
Okay. So, you feel say for retaliate, for protect we own land?
Yes.
Because we understand, say, because Nigeria, the population is also plenty in Nigeria. Now that if Nigeria can attack, so they will come put their flag now, so we don't know. Then claim another city. So as a result, we not agree as Sierra Leoneans for me to see Nigerians and car attack now. So we not agree at all. No, so SYB Rogers, what are your opinion if the Nigerians attack? What it will be?
Well,
as chairman for the People's War Council of the RAF.
Well, in as much as we, the RAF, we don't decide to we want peace. But this peace we want let all Sierra Leoneans let come together so that this carnage way they don't happen in the country. We have a very unfortunate, event because in war situation, such occurrences is very inevitable. So the Nigerians then, we not consider them as anybody in this country because this now is country internal matter. Okay. But if at all, in the time for interrupt, now we are internal affairs, if they come for attack with the RAF, we will defend with it and the nation.
Okay, I tell you plenty thank you for that because we know that the first law of nature now self-defense or self-preservation. We know go see if the Nigerians say they can attack, we left and give them move. But if they come peacefully, then we go agree for it and can become a way more than it. Lieutenant Colonel Isa Hassan Sisi, which in your opinion if the Nigerian can attack? No, let's hold it off. Hold it off. Right now they attack. What if it's in
we will pray to God let that not be. Because we only fight the war for the past 6 years. See, plenty Sierra Leoneans don't die. We don't let now, we all don't get the same understanding instead of being peace and salute. We talk to the international body, in all organizations, they let them talk to the Nigerian authorities. They don't intervene with military, force. If not anything, let them count that, that peaceful way. But not for count force for them damage the country. Because Nigerians are plenty and equipped.
So I'll tell you plenty thank you for that. Because you don't worry if the car attack now so no trouble and will take place. Okay. Then we'll go back safely because then not so they all will go. But the one day we will die and the one day we will left back and we'll go back again. So I tell you plenty thank you for that. As we all know, this is our own program. The issues that we will discuss today now on human rights and democracy, with particular reference to the political situation of this country. So I'm for them now, all plenty thank you. Mr. Lieutenant Colonel Isa HCC, we have one for making tell the people Ado and goodbye.
Okay, the people of Ado, so now we stop with the program. Goodbye.
Yes, the chairman for the National League for Human Rights and Democracy in London, Mr. Amadou M. Kanu.
The people that we now do are glad for talk to now today.
William Amina also in Lieutenant Agnes Manning, commonly known as Creole Mami, as you know him. So you also want to make you tell the people in place, thank you and goodbye.
The family now do, we will see next time.
The chairman for the People's War Council, Mr. SYB Rogers, he said if you are much small.
The family them, I do, so will they go. All what we talk, that we say.
So thank you. Yes, so Lieutenant Captain Lawrence, we now with the end of this program we want to make you tell the people goodbye.
Peaceful salon people then. And I thank you for all around taking our time for listening to we. So we will meet up, we'll go for the Canada once in a while for the sensitize now about day-to-day affairs of the country. So I thank you. We will see back.
Well, on behalf of me, people who can also the panelists, I want to tell them plenty thank you. The thank you they go back to people who already listen at home because we want to make we know say this program is very educative. Because we don't know when we will get this opportunity again for listening. So I tell them now all plenty thank you. Now we all know say now this situation and they go, let me not make hypocrite at all because the Nigeria intervention, I believe say not to solve the problem. And as far